Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net. This is number 4 of surplus funds closing the deal. All of these parts are under 5 minutes. It's designed to be easy for you guys to digest. This is part 4, which is setting up the deal for success and stopping potential buyer remorse, looking like a hero. The other parts were number 1, the fundamentals. If you haven't watched that, I'd recommend you do. Number 2 was using a script. 3 was determining whether or not the deal was dead or alive based on the responses you're getting from claimants. This is setting up for success and eliminating buyer remorse. And the last one will be fence sitters. All these will be under 5 minutes, and it's going to be a stretch to get this one under 5. So let's get rolling. Number 1, do the research, do the research, do the research. Guys, yes, if there was additional debt against the property of the person at the time of the foreclosure, prior to the time of the foreclosure, that debt is a priority claim in front of the owner, and they will have to be paid out of the surplus funds prior to the owner. So if you're not researching debt, you're wasting your time. You're going after deals where you might not get paid, and probably more importantly, guys, besides the fact that you're wasting your time, you're also going to set people up for making complaints and going online and complaining about your company because you told them they were going to get money, and then you find out they weren't. You didn't know what you were doing. Plain and simple. Number 2, and I've used this analogy before, Scotty from Star Trek, right? And that's why we have the quote down here. Worst case scenario is what you always want to give them. It doesn't matter that they need money now. I get it. It's not going to make it happen any faster. Okay? You've got to give them worst case. If you think you're going to get the money out in 3 months, tell them 6. It's that simple. Now, we get around a lot of this, guys, because we use structured buyouts and we give them upfront 10% of the gross amount being held by the court up front and more later. Obviously, if you partner with us, we'll take care of that. But it's important you understand you need to do worst case scenario. You never, ever oversell how quickly this is going to move or how easy it's going to move. All right? So the next thing, C, tell them not to spend any money. Don't spend any money banking on this, because otherwise they're going to go buy a boat and they're going to get back, I kid you not, and they're going to get back with you and be mad at you because they figured the money was going to be in 3 months. It's not. They have overextended themselves, and now it's your problem. Finally, and this is when I saw this for the first time, it blew my mind because it's absolutely true in negotiations. Agent Smith from The Matrix. Human beings define their reality through misery and suffering. Guys, make it sound like it's going to be a long process. You may need to get back in touch with them to get more things signed. You've got to give worst case. Got to give worst case. You're not helping them or yourself if you're counting on a deal to get paid out quickly. Those of you guys that are realtors or real estate agents or are real estate agents, you know you cannot count on that one deal. You can't. It might fall apart. So even doing all the research, there can be an issue. Super lien states, we can get an HOA coming at the 11th hour that doesn't even have a judgment and they can make a claim. There's some wild, bizarre stuff that can happen here. You've got to do the research. You really need to use an attorney, okay? Got to use an attorney in our opinion. And use a structured buyout to get their attention and to get around finer caps. I hope this has helped. Stay tuned for number 5.